A ver,
Few are
veamos.
privy to the goings on
Veamos primero esta misión secundaria.
in the Forbidden Magic Research Lab, even among the Batali.
Indeed. And the researchers employed there are as tight-lipped as they come.
Do the people not question
Y
its
después
existence?
vamos
I
a
should
ir al
like to know
laboratorio.
more about its activities if 'twere me.
Me gusta, como dije, me gusta. Es entretenido. Es un mundo muy abierto, con mucha weá
I've
que
never
matar.
seen this sort of craftsmanship. How'd they work such a pattern into the blade? Hi there, Arisen. Forgive me, but I've made nary a lick of progress toward restoring that sword of yours. The blade's make is as intricate as 'tis beautiful. Suppose that's why these things ne'er see battle, eh? If I only knew how to create this pattern on the steel, mayhap the rest would come easier.
What are you jabbering about now?
Oh,
You're looking at the work of a blaze hammer. 'Tis a process scarce employed, but one befitting the prestige of a regalia sword. Honestly, girl, you're no apprentice of mine if you can't figure out aught as simple as that.
Sorry, Brocker. Must have slipped my mind. But if these patterns were the work of a blaze hammer, mayhap that's what it'd take to fix the blade. If you've not heard the term, 'tis where you heat your hammer to extreme temperatures by dipping it in magma. 'Tis hardly e'er used since the hammers like to cool afore you can forge aught with it. Brocker's explained the process to me, but I wonder if that's enough.
It seems to will take a rather complex process to restore the sword, but I've no doubt that Sir Sara's up to the task.
I knew it to be so.
Knowing that the patterns on the sword were the... Suppose I'll sleep on it.
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale. My back's not acting up today.
Well met, sir. How might I be?
Sometimes this is
A chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
Lost track of time.
Well met, Sir Arisen. Let us dispense with pleasantries and cut to the heart of the matter. I have a task that requires someone of your skill and discretion. Some days ago, a fiend attacked Empress Nadinya during her supplications. Her Majesty was unharmed, but the would-be assassin fled, gifting me a wounded arm in the process. He may seek to strike again, yet I fear I am not fit to guard the Empress as I am. And so I turn to you, Sir Arisen. Will you catch this villain in my stead? My deepest thanks. Her Majesty will next begin her supplications in Flamebearer Palace. I would use this opportunity to lure her assassin from the shadows. Empress Nadinya's life is in your hands, Sir Arisen. I trust you understand the gravity of this task.
I've got... Shift's only just begun.
I...
No sé qué sea esa, no sé qué serán la verdad esas marcas. Ni
would
idea.
appreciate your
Hemos
swift
estado
return,
ahí.
Master.
No,
A
pero
fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I do hope 'tisn't cracked.
la mañana, dice. Podría entregar esto ahora.
And we respect them for it. If 'tis magical knowledge you seek, mayhap Lord Phases could be of aid to you.
Pero no está el tipo. O sea, tengo que hacer 2 misiones aquí. Pero no hay sillas donde esperar tampoco.
Empress we may be, but alone, we are powerful.
Y no reviví a mi peón. Debería descansar hasta la mañana y volver. Porque probablemente puede que estén. No sé.
Tired. I barely slept a wink.
¿20 FPS? Una mierda. No. Ay, qué mierda. Me da flojera porque mucho caminar. En serio. Me da flojera caminar tanto. He caminado durante 50 horas. O sea, igual he usado teleport muchísimo, pero sí, cansa un poco el caminar.
Surely I'm overdue a day off.
Y aquí, por ejemplo, no es como en el otro palacio. O sea, hay sillas. De que hay sillas ahí, ¿no? Pero, por ejemplo, aquí mi peón debería aparecer, pero no, como no tengo una piedra para revivirlo.
Pray, Beardy, life in this country can be hard to bear. Well, I'll be.
You never know what's in the Let's take it easy,
The world's changing. Not sure how much.
There are worse things.
Veamos si aparece, no sé.
Good morrow, everyone. Off we go then.
No. No apareció.
Well met, sir.
¿Dónde hay una puta piedra, man? Porque, mira dónde está la puta piedra, la concha de su madre. Y tengo que ir al palacio, man.
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
Fewer monsters are to be found in the main road, though carts travel only by
Estoy un
the
poco
sunlight.
cansado tal vez de tanto caminar. Eso yo creo que es. Ahora igual me lo va a terminar, no lo voy a dejar acá, así que al final me falta tan poco que...
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
que
I
realmente
shan't let this disgrace go unanswered for.
I'm glad to have you back by our side.
me falta súper poco. O sea, poco digo, pueden ser 10 horas, o sea, pero poco, es un día solamente.
My knees have been acting up of late.
It'll take a better mind than mine to solve this. I've been pretty kind to me.
What am I supposed to do?
Oh, well met.
If I could, I'd never leave.
O sea, yo pienso que el nivel máximo es 250 probablemente.
I might make it look
Dare say
easy,
I
but
could forget all
Suppose I
my
best earn my keep.
Pero
As a matter of fact,
solo ganas stats
I
hasta
find these
nivel
former arisen rather fascinating.
50, creo.
Though they are, we shall remain here.
Después ganas PB solamente.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed, we are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
For my liking.
How are things?
I'm dead on my feet. What's he doing?
Much to do yet.
Time.
Aught's changed at sea. I feel it in my bones.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper. And we ask that a day may come when Beastren, human, pawn, and every other noble race that walks our world may live in harmony with one another.
Hear this. Last week, and what did I find but the then, as I boasted of...
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's supplications are nearing their end. Have you located the rogue?
Or you need a...
Aught's changed at
Mayhap
sea.
if I hang about.
I feel it in my bones.
Someone will buy Aught.
Might you be looking to...
What do you want with me, eh?
Seize the rogue the moment you espy him. I shall pray for your success.
I've got to make room for my next shipment.
May we swear fealty unto thee, originator of warmth, prosperity, and shelter, and ask naught but thy blessing in return for our devotion.
You're not worth my time.
Her Majesty's supplications are drawing to a close, Sir Arisen. Could it be that the rogue has not come?
What do ye want?
How can I get
The current Empress may be young, but she's possessed of a devout heart. Her Majesty is wise too, and deeply compassionate, oft decrying the discrimination of pawns in our society. Pawns are hated as bringers of calamity. Yet, Her Majesty amended the law that punishes her tolerance and grace ne'er...
I will see to it that the law is up.
O lambent flame, we beseech thee to heed our humble prayers.
How can I get this colour?
I will see to it that the...
The Empress's supplications have concluded without incident. I shall return to Her Majesty's side. May this peace only continue. No! Your Majesty, how could this have happened? We must staunch the bleeding and capture the fiend who did this. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I have failed you.
The Empress is fallen. How can this be?
Such a dreadful thing. I do not want to believe it.
To think, even with the Arisen at her side, we could not safeguard Her Majesty. I feel the sting of this failure most keenly. The events of this day threaten to sour relations twixt beastrons, humans, and pawns. Nay, now is not the time to falter, but to unite in solidarity. We must not let the Empress's death be in vain. However, someone must answer for this, and as the plan to entrap Her Majesty's assailant was of your design, Sir Manella, I would have it be you. O Empress, would that you were still with us.
The Empress is gone. What are we to do without her? All light is lost.
I'm in fine fettle today.
This place never fails to calm my spirit. In me.
Well, this is no good. Regulations ought to be revised.
The heavens will surely heed our earnest prayers.
Time I began my meditation.
No puedo encontrar al tipo, la verdad, y la mataron. Estúpido.
Wickedness has no hold upon a tranquil mind.
Vamos a ver la morgue. Puede que esté ahí.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
No hurry to leave.
A menos que tenga que cargar mi última dormida, digamos que lo puedo hacer, ¿no? Pero si no está en la morgue voy a tener que hacer eso. Y voy a tener que buscar una guía, porque no... Lo puedo hacer todavía, o sea, todavía hay tiempo para poder, digamos, cargar esa partida. Porque solo se guarda cuando duerme, o sea, en teoría. Entonces... La reina.
You have our gratitude. I live. What has happened, Arisen? We must see Manella at once. Nay, we ought not abandon caution. To move now would be to walk into the jaws of peril anew. Instead, we shall pen a letter and beg that you will deliver it to Manella in our stead.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Wouldn't say no
I must
to a nice, juicy
Forgot why I came.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
We shall await you here, Master.
Places such as this ought to be protected. Pray, do not... Wickedness has no hold in people's salvation. The pursuit of betterment is an endless journey.
Got to sweep and dust before I think of supper.
Lost track of time.
The pursuit of betterment. Places such as this ought to be protected.
I better get to work.
O sea, o está acá o está en la prisión. Una de las dos. Porque... Esto te lleva, creo que a la prisión, si no me equivoco. Súper grande el mundo. O sea, puedes revivir al NPC, ¿no? Eso puedes hacerlo. El tema es... No me acuerdo si es que la prisión está en algún lado, porque me pidió que hablase con la otra mina. Aunque podría cargar la partida, o sea...
No, this is all wrong. What use of pitiful fragments such as these? What we have achieved is sufficient to sway the pawns. But when the time comes to fell the dragon, I fear it may not be enough. Lord Phaesus insists we shall succeed, and yet... Ah, a new hand, are you? Have you some business with me? Why? 'Tis an arisen's. This is incredible. I've ne'er seen such a luster. But why do you possess such a thing? Where did you obtain it? No, never mind. All that matters is this. With this alone, I shall be able to craft a superior godsway, the finest of all created to date. I must make haste that I might deliver it to Lord Phaesus even a moment sooner. But wait, no. I have not the worm's life crystals to restore it. Consign it all! You've not heard of them. They are formed of crystallized drops of dragon blood, and each fragment contains a portion of the beast's soul. It is a requisite component of the godsway, which is formed when the souls of arisen and dragon are combined. Naturally, such crystals can only be obtained through the slaying of drakes and their ilk. Yet I am doubtful that Lord Phaesus would lend me his forces when the ritual is so close. We've few enough hands as 'tis. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Do you even understand what you're offering? Worm's life crystals can only be obtained from drakes. But I suppose I am in no position to decline, even if 'tis a fool's errand. Lord Phasis is satisfied with the god's way as 'tis, you see. And as I can expect no support from him, you can expect little aid from me. Though I suppose 'twouldn't do to send you away entirely empty-handed. Feel free to take what you require from the laboratory. Now, as I've said, Worm's life crystals can only be obtained from drakes and their ilk. Seek one out and fell it. All the better if it happens to be a lesser dragon. You would be solving 2 of my problems then. You've returned. Have you obtained any Worm's life crystals? You have. Incredible! That is no small feat. I must admit, I had not thought you much chance of success. Yet here you are, and this is precisely what I require to complete my work. I shan't delay. Come by again tomorrow. By then, I will have produced a god's sway of unparalleled quality.
I shall suffer none to disturb this peace.
Supongo que esto marca dónde está el dragón. No. Supongo. Porque... no sé, creo. Pero no estoy 100% seguro. El dragón aparece en varios lugares, o sea, no aparece solamente en un lugar. Esta es la cárcel, veamos si es que está acá, es que me quedé pensando en esta cosa. Se supone que tenían que entregar, eso no me lo marca como una quest, ya. Es que no me lo marca como una quest, pero... ¿a dónde más la podrían haber llevado?
Ugh. Here's a familiar face. I can't thank you enough, cuz. That scuffle you started gave me the perfect chance to get the job done. Course, they got me in the end, but there are plenty of folk raising a toast to the Empress's demise as we speak. Coin's a fine thing. Even in a place like this, it's got its uses. Reckon ye must be touched in the head, giving coin to a murderer just to hear his story. Still, suppose I'm no longer a part of this, so I'll tell ye a little something as thanks for your generosity, cuz. I got this job by way of the coral snakes. I only did as I was instructed. If you want to know who hired them in the first place, you're best off asking a snake. Lucky for ye, there's one right here in the jail.
Tiene que estar... como dije... bueno, hay una serpiente aquí. Pero... ella tiene que estar acá, supongo, ¿no? ¿O no?
I'd rather not go still if I can avoid it. Want something to warm up?
Me parece raro que ella no esté aquí.
Ugh.
Vamos a... ¿Cómo es el tipo? Podría, o sea, podría cargar la partida y ya sé quién es. Porque, a ver, veamos. Y no se me va a olvidar la cara de este tipo ni cara. Ya, hagamos eso. Vamos a... No voy a guardar, voy a salir, sí. Los cristales pueden esperar, sí, que eso no tiene tanta importancia. Y justamente yo dormí antes de que te pase la misión. Acuérdense que aquí, bueno, estábamos en la posada, teníamos que ir a ver eso. Ahora, voy a grabar antes de ni siquiera hacer la misión, porque... A este lo puedo reír después.
An
¿no?
ox cart ought
La
to
verdad
make
que
our journey easier.
En este momento...
I wouldn't mind a chance to doze off.
Entonces, grabaría, como no hemos avanzado nada, porque en realidad no hemos avanzado
the
nada,
hills
simplemente
roll by.
retrocedí en el tiempo para ver lo de la misión. Hasta que, o sea, ya sé cuál es, como dije. Tengo que verlo bien nada más y ya. Porque al parecer...
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return soon.
Sir Arisen, Sir Ermhild.
Well met.
Indeed. Ere Her Majesty's
Eso es lo
summoned,
bueno, que
however,
tiene dos tipos de
Empress
guardados.
Nadinia
Si
shall
no tuviese
commence...
dos tipos de guardados, estaría cagado.
Oh, lambent flame.
El asesino es... Déjenme alumbrar. La verdad que sin luz no le puedo ver la cara.
I'm running low. Hope I didn't leave the pot on to boil.
You must clear my mind of darksome thoughts.
Ese no es... Este de acá es.
You're not worth my time.
Ese es.
Best watch yourself.
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell
¿Cómo lo
dragon.
atrapo? Este, bueno. Este.
We ask that Batal, and we ask that a day...
Who are ye supposed to be? Fie. Are they onto me?
Okay.
Ah, sod it!
Apprehend him at once! That man there is the assassin. Nicely done, Sir Arisen. Let us inform Sir Ermhild of what has transpired.
Oh, your majesty. Full glad am I to see you unharmed.
The brigand has been captured. The chaos of the past few days ought to be behind us now. We owe this outcome to you, Sir Arisen. You cannot know the depth of my gratitude.
Ah, yes, of course. Batal is in your debt, Sir Arisen. The same is true of you, Sir Manella. Your efforts were most admirable, considering your wound. Now that a measure of peace is returned to us, however, you ought to devote yourself to convalescence for a time. You may. The curative hot springs on Volcanic Island are said to be wondrous for healing. Go there to recuperate.
Very well, my lady. I shall leave presently, and return when I am fully recovered.
Grateful are we for your most valiant efforts, Sir Arisen. People work hard, and we respect them for it.
I shall have to pause. Push my equipment.
I am proud of my devotion as
no
well
nourishment
in me.
O sea, bueno, la cárcel era el lugar perfecto para buscar al tipo y saber quién chucha era. Ahora, probablemente va a estar en la cárcel. Y él comentó de que, él dijo que había un tipo de la serpiente en la cárcel. O sea, había una persona que pertenecía a la grieta de la serpiente.
No, what we have but when the time comes. Ah, a new hand, are you? This? But why do you possess all that matters? I must make haste, but wait, no. But, Lord Phasis, though now, all the better if it happened. You've returned. Have you obtained any worm? Yet he? I shan't delay.
Ya, bueno, eso es lo que hay que hacer. Se bugueó la capa. Probablemente en la cárcel va a estar este tipo, ¿no? Puta que feo como se bugueó la capa.
We must find more manuscripts on this topic.
Y esta me equivoqué, no me equivoqué.
I'm starved. Wonder what's for supper today.
Si no es este es el de la serpiente. No sé.
What are ye doing here? Come to laugh at me, have ye? Suppose it must make ye feel a hero, seeing the man ye caught yourself sitting behind bars. But ye ain't fool enough to think the Empress is safe now I'm in here, are ye? Coin's a fine thing. Reckon ye must still. Suppose I'm no longer a part of this. I got this job by way of the coral snakes. I only did as I was instructed. If you want to know who hired them in the first place, you're best off asking a snake. Lucky for ye, there's one right here in the jail.
Voy a guardar por si acaso, porque me dice aquí justamente aquí uno en la...
Reckon ye, suppose, I'm no longer a part of this, so I'll tell ye a little something as thanks for your generosity, Cut. I got this job by way of the... If you want to know who hired them in the first place, you're best off...
Yo no veo a nadie que sea de la serpiente.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it. Want some in a real battle? I'll prove my worth.
Él dice que hay alguien más. Pero... la cárcel no es muy grande tampoco. Es pequeña. Ahora voy a grabar. Voy a abrir la puerta, pero voy a grabar.
Reckon ye, suppose, I got this job. If you want to know who hired...
That'll teach ye to cross me.
No quiero que salga libre, honestamente. El tipo se le ocurre. Ya, bueno, no sé quién puede ser el de la serpiente, honestamente. Da la misma, o sea, no. Ya completé la misión, no. Yo no creo que este weón sea parte de la serpiente, ¿no? Pero es la única persona que hay. No hay más personas. O sea. Estoy puro hueveando.
There lurks here shan't get the best of me. I'm not here to
No sé, bueno, da lo mismo. Avancemos con las misiones que tenemos, así que da lo mismo, no le encuentro más trasfondo a eso. Voy a dormir y voy a revivir a mi peón y chao, listo. Tengo que esperar a que terminen ambas cosas, eso es tiempo nomás. Lo más rápido sería que...
What might you need?
There's comfort, maybe.
Supongo que tengo que esperar un día, más o menos, y ahí volver. Lo mismo con la herrera. Un día o dos, algo así. Voy a esperar 2 días, supongo.
This is no life. Can't get by on now.
The heavens will surely heal.
I'm not risking my life for a picture. Not as a single shadow slip.
El juego es muy bueno, es muy entretenido. Tiene sus momentos, me estoy equivocando. Lo que sí, el rendimiento es una mierda.
We shall await you here, Master.
Still no luck.
My body's not forgiving me for last night's scuffle.
I'll take any chance not to think on my
This is a luxury I can rarely afford.
Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Well met.
Primero voy a revivir a mi peón.
Any loose coin about?
They have if I hang about. Someone will buy it.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
I'll make a living if I get myself injured.
You would gather materials here, Master. Can we really afford to carry more?
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you? Always a pleasure.
Well, it takes 2 to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Siento que, o sea, en esta parte de la historia se pone un poco lento. Obviamente que si no mataste dragones...
Given the state of things, I may have to close the inn ere long.
I have no issue falling asleep, even at this...
O sea, si no mataste dragones, te das cuenta. A menos que las marcas que yo dije sean dragones, que no sé. Creo que modificaron, porque antiguamente tú podías... Sí, lo modificaron. Ya no te deja, o sea...
To this world I
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I don't know about you, but I am full of vim and vigor.
O sea, tengo 2 millones, le estoy dando 10.000 a cada persona que mata un monstruo con mi peón. Que eso no lo voy a hacer, lo de las insignias. Lo voy a hacer, o sea, no lo voy a completar 100%. Ni cagando.
You're the one who brought that regalia sword here in the first place, aye? It's that fool apprentice of mine. I haven't seen her since yesterday. Knowing her, she skipped off to the mountain base cave on Volcanic Island to try her hand with a blaze hammer. It's the only place with enough heat, see? Since you're the one who inspired this nonsense, you'd best go find her and bring her back in one piece, lest I ring my hammer against that hollow shell you call a skull.
These writings could be of import.
Busca Sara. Mira dónde se fue esta. Yo creo, o sea, tendría que revisarlo, pero... Bueno, o sea, tendría que ir acá, ir hasta acá y todo, y después ir acá a ver si está el dragón ahí.
Let's have a look then.
Podríamos ver si es que está listo, pero nada más segura de que esté. Ahora, estos tipos de laboratorios son malos, o sea, trabajan para el rey.
Mayhap
Saxo,
you'll
¿no? O
think
para
this
la
a
reina.
trifle, but
O sea, no entiendo
who
por qué
could have
dejar
guessed
el
that so
espada.
many who were once arisen yet
No,
live?
entendí lo que dijo,
Though they
pero
are arisen no longer, it seems they
We shall remain here.
es raro.
This looks as good a place as any.
I'd kill for some decent sleep.
No nourishment in me. It is my duty to devote
No,
my life
esto
to
no es
prayer
acá.
and virtue.
Siempre te marca el mismo lugar, pero no es ese lugar. El lugar es el laboratorio. Una paja, güey.
Dull days for us are a suffer.
Oh, it is finished. The result is even more sublime than I'd hoped. I must deliver it to Lord Phaesus at once. Though, mayhap. Now, I cannot leave this in your hands. I may not be fleet of foot, but only I can do this. Wait, I've changed my mind. You take it. Deliver the blade to Lord Phaesus. You won't reach him in time.
Go now. Make haste for Moonglint Tower. There your journey will come to an end, one way or another.
O sea, lo único que voy a decir es como si la historia acaba después de esta parte, el juego es sumamente corto, ¿ya? Lo único que lo hace largo, si es que fuese el caso, claramente, es la exploración, ¿ya? O sea, sería... Eso sería lo único. La verdad. Y sería muy parecido al 1, porque el 1 también es corto. El 1 es bien corto, la verdad. Lo único que te mantiene, digamos, jugándolo es tratando de matar monstruos y tratando de... ¿Cómo se llama? De ganar nivel, digamos, y mejorar tu equipo. Es como lo único que te hace no pasar el juego rápido, la verdad. Veremos. Voy a buscar a la chica primero y ahí... Pero no, en este episodio no vamos a alcanzar. Y ahí veremos. Porque la verdad... Yeah. Entonces, lo que, o sea, bueno, gracias a Dios tengo los teleports, digamos. O sea, yo vuelvo a decir, o sea, si es lo que pienso, es corto. Lo largo es explorar el mundo, o sea, el mapa es mucho más grande. No me deja. ¿Será por el lugar? Qué raro, ¿no?
We seem to have arrived without issue.
O sea, parece que es el lugar, pero... Sería raro porque yo no he sacado ninguna imitación. Las imitaciones de los cristales no sirven. No, esto es por... O sea, los que puse ahí no se puede... Bueno, no importa, vamos a ir ahí. Vamos a ir acá. Estamos bastante cerca, la verdad. Es esto, o sea, es este camino. Pero ya la fue la siguiente.